So generally, I just do movies and TV shows on this channel. I did one other comic book review, and I wanted to do this one for The Last Ronin because I really enjoyed it, and I thought you guys might like it too. So it is called The Last Ronin. It's part of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles universe. You can tell that's a pretty thick book right there. But so yeah, that's what we're looking at today. This is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin, and when I grew up, it was these guys, and this one is way darker, way more gritty than this. But this is what I grew up with as a kid, and also I remember these guys here with this terrible prosthetics for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies. It seemed like each movie, the prosthetics got even worse. But they were based on this story here. It started out before the cartoon, before the movies. It started out as a comic book. This comic book here, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and these are the same guys who wrote this one here, Eastman and Laird, Eastman and Laird. But this is where it started out in like the early '80s. And you can tell kind of right here, that's a tail. That's totally a tail. That's nothing else but a tail on turtle. And those disappeared as they got more popular because, again, it's just a tail. So this is how it started, with just two guys coming up with this idea, putting it on comic books, and then it became this worldwide sensation. It's the same people who wrote that ended up writing this, The Last Ronin. And the book starts out with an intro by Robert Rodriguez talking about kind of how influential that comic book was to him. So then we get into the story, and the story is very dark. It's not like anything that, if you grew up with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it's not like anything we grew up with. It's very dark. First of all, started out with 4 turtles, but in this story, there's only one left. All of the rest are dead. We don't know which one it is that's left, or which ones died, how they died, or anything like that when the story starts. Eventually, you find this stuff out. But at the beginning, we have no idea which turtle this is, and what happened to the rest of them, including, a lot of the supporting characters. There are some supporting characters that are still around, good guys, bad guys, that kind of thing. I'm not going to tell you which ones because it kind of ruined the story. But there are some characters that you'd be familiar with that are in this, or characters that are, related to, ancestors of those characters. This takes place in like future New York, and so it's, I think, like 20 to 30 years in the future. So there's ancestors of people that you're very familiar with if you're Ninja Turtle fans. So I would say if you're a fan of like the Sin City type graphic novels, you might want to check this out. It's not as adult. It's not as adult as Sin City. It's just a really gritty story, kind of in that same vein. And they also mention at the end of the book, the authors talk about how Frank Miller, who wrote Sin City, how Frank Miller was like a huge inspiration for him growing up. So yeah, again, that's The Last Ronin, and it's a pretty good book. I think. I really enjoyed it. I'd give it like a 4 out of 5. So yeah, that's my review of that. And thanks for watching. If you like these, let me know, and maybe I'll do more comic reviews. And again, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. And okay, bye.